Beyond the dance to the podcast land with Carla. Beyond the beat. Beyond the beats with Carla. Beyond the beat. Beyond the beats with Carla.
Every time I hear the intro, I cannot but thank Ronnie Evans for doing that for me. Ronnie, I love you. What's up, the family? Welcome to Beyond the Beats, the place where Zumba meets real life and real talk. I'm Carla, a ZQueen, bringing you truth, rhythm, and that heart pumping community love every single week. This isn't just a podcast, it's a spotlight. It's a movement. It's a celebration of you, the instructors, students, as DJs, leaders, and game changers who make this Zumba world spin, shining a light on the people, the passion, and the purpose behind the movement. Whether you're joining me live, catching the replay, dancing in your kitchen, dancing in sneakers, or leading from the stage, this space is for you. I see you, I celebrate you, and I am about to kick this off in true Z style. Grab your water, turn up the volume, and let's vibe beyond the beats. Tonight's guest is someone who moves through life with purpose, rhythm, and a whole lot of heart. Erika is a wife, a proud mama of twin boys, the powerhouse behind Active Plus Anchor Dance and Fitness Studio, and an early childhood educator supporting families through early intervention. Whether she's leading a dance class, lifting spirits in her studio, or guiding little ones and their families with care, Erika shows up with compassion, grace, and a deep belief in the power of community. Her passion for dance is undeniable, but it's her commitment to encouraging others, flaws and all, that truly sets her apart. Erica reminds us that we're all in this together and that kindness, love, and understanding are what make the difference. So, wherever you are, whatever step you're on in your journey, take a deep breath, believe in yourself, and keep on dancing. And let's all welcome Erica on Beyond the Beats. Hi, Erica. How are you tonight?
Oh, hi, thank you so much for that intro. Carla, you're
Of
amazing.
course. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I know you
Yes,
had a class
here.
and tired, but
Yes, just
we
finished
will
up.
keep it up.
I'm excited
We
to
will
be
keep
here.
the energy up,
Yeah.
Erica. So, what first drew you to dance as a child or a young adult?
Oh my gosh. So I started dance. My parents put me in dance when I was 3 years old. Like as soon as you can start,
Yes.
I started. I started with, you can't remember too much when you're 3 years old, but tap, jazz, ballet, the typical dance styles. And my parents would say that they just could not stop me from dancing after that. Like I would dance at home. I would just always like wanting to move and music, put it on, and then fast forward, it was just always a part of my life. Like I didn't even know anything without it, So I just can't go without dance. That's always what I say. I'm like, what is life without dancing? You got to dance through it. So
Right? I
we're here.
love that. I love
Yeah.
that. Who were your earliest mentors or role models in movement and teaching?
Definitely all of my amazing dance teachers throughout the very beginning. And it's kind of funny because one of them is now a member at my studio, which is pretty cool.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
I know. So it just shows that we are all connected and it's just really, really cool to have that. So I do. I remember all of my dance teachers, and I remember all of my friends that I found through dance. Whether it be at the studio or even when I got to school, I just kind of found friends who like to dance. And then I would randomly start to like, hey, let's like make up a dance and choreograph and pretend we're in a music video, you know, and just kind of took off from there.
Oh my God, I love that she was like your instructor or your mentor. She
Yeah. How cool.
was at some point, and now you are hers. That's such an amazing twist.
Isn't that
How
neat?
that?
Yes. Yes. We always joke about it.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy. I love it. I love if you can take a picture of you two together and tag Beyond the BeatZ at some
you
point
know,
on Facebook. I
I
would love to see that. This is something
absolutely,
that we really enjoy, right?
yes.
So
Yeah.
tell me, Erica, how do you define your personal style as an educator and a studio owner?
How do I, you broke up for a second. How do I
Define. How do you
define?
define your personal style as an educator and studio owner?
Well, how do I define it? Define my dance style. So I just think of like in life, all of your opportunities, all of your experiences kind of lead you to where you are. So, you know, I can't even say that I was always like, oh, I would love to be a studio owner one day, and I loved kids, so I actually thought I might be a studio owner for like kids and stuff like that. But then as life kind of moved through, and I found like my love for hip hop, and I kind of got away from some of like the jazz and tap and just all these life experiences. I can go on, but I feel like that kind of set me up. And then I found my Zumba, which I fell in love with, and that was in 2011. And then just from there, building the community and just kind of like going with the flow is where I'm meant to be in that moment, which led me then to my studio. And it's just, I think all the people and the members are really what make it for me.
Yeah.
And the community, just being together. There's something about that group fitness that, I mean, you just can't touch that. You know what I mean?
I agree.
That's where I get my motivation, and yes, I bring my style in, but I think what I love is that everyone has their own style. So I also just want everyone to just be themselves, be free in who you are, and just come together and enjoy it. So.
Before I talk about your studio, because we want to let people know about your studio, not many people know about your studio, but I want to ask, how did your Zumba journey began, and who was your Zumba mama?
So Candace Wright, if any people know her, she became one of my best friends. So I met her nothing through dance, believe it or not. We had a similar job, and I met her there, and she's like, I'm a Zumba instructor. And I'm like, well, what is that? So that was in that was actually a long time before I became a Zumba instructor, but she was the one that kicked me through that door, and she said, you got to go get your Zumba license. So I did. And so she was kind of my sidekick in the Zumba world. Emperatrice was one that I would always take classes with and see her. Taylor Kelly, definitely an OG, and I mean, those were like probably the two within the area that I was in, amongst many others. And then you just build from there. And I actually feel like now I know so many more, which I love that, probably with like social media and all that, you can just connect differently and connect more. So, but that was where the journey started.
I agree. I mean, social media, we connect through social media. We never saw each other before. And
Right.
then something out of nowhere just happened, and we came together for a friend of ours because we know how the community works. We come together for a reason. And
Yes.
it was our first time like seeing each other. And I was
I
like, oh
know.
my God, like,
Like,
are you
how
kidding me?
Right. Yeah. So I'm grateful for those connections, and
Me too. Me too. That was such an amazing day for me, even though I couldn't stay because we had, I do believe that day we had two, three
Yeah.
events for
Yes.
jumping
Did.
from one to another.
And I was so grateful. I'm like, wow, you stopped by. How do you do it all? You know, and that's the thing. I want to do it all. You know, and it's hard. It's hard to do it all, but
I
oh
try.
man,
I try my
it's
best. I try my
great.
best.
Yeah.
I love being there for everybody because everybody is there for me too when I need them. So that's part of my journey. Tell me, what was the moment you decided to open Active Plus Anchor Dance and Fitness Studio?
So so there was a studio here before, and she was an amazing owner. It was called Studio Z, and she was here in this building, I believe, 4 years, and she had other years elsewhere. And she was just looking to change up things in her life, and she had asked me a year before I said yes. And at that point in my life, I was like, oh, I don't think I can do this, but you know, maybe. And at that point I just wasn't ready. But then come back a following year, we had another conversation, and I jumped right on it. I was like, yep, now's the time. Granted, it was kind of crazy because it was COVID. So
Yeah.
but yeah, that's a basic story. And
Awesome.
I feel like it was just timing, and when things were meant to happen in my life, because other things were changing as well.
Yes.
So I just, you know, you shift with it and you move with it. Change can be hard, but if you just kind of, you know, pray through it, I'm definitely, you know, faith. And I just, yeah, I was like, well, I don't want to say no, because
Awesome.
what, you know, if I don't try, I'll never know. So
I've seen the space. It's so beautiful. It's welcoming.
thank
The atmosphere
you.
is so like kind. And you are kind to people and you're opening your space for everybody that's needed. Again, can you tell people how to connect with you right now? And we can talk at the end as well. So they can have maybe an event or
Yeah.
something at your studio. Tell them a little more about it.
Absolutely. So how to connect with me? I'm on social media. So I do have the handle on Instagram is at underscore active underscore anchor. And I should just like bring it up. Maybe I can type it in or something.
Yes.
But yeah, active underscore and underscore anchored. And then it's linked to also my personal one, which you can hop on to. That's at EJRika07. So message me there, but I'm also on Facebook, either personally or at the page. You can hop on the website, and I have an easy link to contact us. And I'll give you my number too if you want it.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so many ways.
Yes. And we will say it again at the end of the podcast tonight. How has been a twin boys mom shaped the way you show up at work?
Woo! Well, I literally live for them. Like they are my life. I do everything for them, and part
Yeah.
of that really is my own escape and my own mental health and my own health and wellness and fitness. So as hard as it was to be like, man, can I balance this all? I knew that it was just the best thing to continue to do, right? For myself, even. I mean, honestly, because as moms, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yes. It is a lot. It is a
Yeah.
lot, but we love them and we try as much as we can to be there for them. And I love that. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received about pursuing your passion?
The best advice: believe in yourself.
Nice. I like that.
So simple, but yet like pretty hard sometimes, you know, to do, because
I
it's
agree.
an thinker, you know, and yeah, life happens and there's a lot, and it's easy to say, I can't do this, I don't want to, I'm gonna quit, you know. I mean, you just have to keep believing in you, right? Like, we're here for a reason, we're here for a purpose, and it's way bigger than you know, we
The
imagine.
noise nowadays is too loud. That's why we are not concentrating more on us and we're concentrating on the noise. So
Yeah.
that's part of it. So you were talking about your faith and how it influenced the way you run your studio and you run your life with teaching and everything. How did your faith influence your family traditions? And what's the most important for you with your boys for a tradition in your family?
So a tradition in our family, we definitely pray together. We try to spend a lot of time together without the distractions, like you were saying, of you know, the world and the TV and the this and the that. Just spending time and having conversation, being together, like, you know, the very simple but real things, which can really be hard in a world that's so busy and you're always going and you have this and that and running. And so, you know, we really try our best to just, okay, let's slow down, let's stop, let's have our moments, because this is really, you know, what matters and makes a difference, and in our lives, our family.
Nice. How do you celebrate small wins with your family? Do you have any rituals that you want to share with us?
Totally dance parties. Dance parties, for real. Yeah.
Well
Yeah.
done.
No, I mean, yeah, yeah, we have dance parties, we celebrate, we say we're proud of you, you know,
Yes,
make it, we make it fun, you know, because
I love
we
that.
do, we want life to be fun.
Yes, 100%, right? This is what you are here to do. So tell me, what legacy do you hope to leave for your kids and your community at the same time?
Oh man, you know, it's funny, you don't always like think so deeply, but um I'm gonna have to think way more on that. But honestly, my legacy is just what I kind of had said before, in like part of my bio, that we're all in this together, and kindness really goes a long way. Um,
100%.
yeah, yeah, just be kind, you know, and be there for each other. And if there's something, you know, like, I want to say constructive criticism, like sometimes, you know, you think you're doing the best, but sometimes someone feels something, just conversation, you know, and being real and being okay with it and accepting, giving
Yes,
grace, you know. So much grace needs to be given, because I mean, you just never know what someone's going through, you never know any of that, you know, or what they're thinking, because we're all different. So accepting that and just loving on one another.
I love that you said that because there's a lot of people that they don't talk, they just project, and that's really important. Like positive reinforcement or positive talk, positive criticism is always nice to do.
Right.
Projecting is not. So, did you ever had someone that you had some conflict with that they didn't talk to you in a positive way? And what did Erica do in this situation?
Yeah, I feel like that's part of life, right? Like, you can't always
Yes,
get along, and you can't always have, even though of course I would love that. Like, I don't like conflict. I'm not that type of
me
person. And I
neither.
always please people and like have it be good, but it's going to happen anyways, because we all have different mindsets and different viewpoints and perspectives of things. So I think in those times, you know, where it would come up that someone would say something, I'm definitely happy that they open up. Of course, sometimes it can be like, oh my goodness, like, I'm sorry. Like, you know, I'm not a person to ever want to upset someone. But again, it could happen because you just don't always know all of it. So
Yes,
I just is being grateful that they mentioned it and just trying to work through. And I always like to try to look at myself and, okay, what can I change about myself in this situation because it is, you can't really change someone else, but you can understand where they're coming from, and um, maybe not always agree fully, right? But
Yeah.
definitely just I try to bring it back to myself and say, okay, what can I do? Did I, things like that. But
I love that because we all
hard.
wear our heart, on our sleeve, and it's hard sometimes to, to point at others. We never point at others. We always point out at ourselves because we want to change ourselves before everything else. Thank you for saying that. That's really important. And I wish more people would do that first because it's important to point the finger
Right.
on yourself first before pointing it at the other. Um, so let's talk about your studio vision and operation. How did the vision and core philosophy of Active Plus Anchored started? Like I know that every single studio have a core philosophy for it. What's your core philosophy for this mission for your
So
studio?
my core philosophy, so it's really also in the name, active and
Yes.
anchored.
Yes.
So before I had the location, I had the name, which was kind of crazy because I didn't know that I would ever have a location, but I wanted to build this, like, we're active together and we're also
Yes.
anchored in whatever we're anchored in, right? So for me, it's my faith and it's my family. And, for everyone, it might be something a little different. So to just kind of pick like what you are anchored in, and it's active and anchored. And so I kind of, I built that, and I taught a bunch of other places, and that was just, I don't know, the tagline. And then when I had the opportunity to say yes to a location, I was like, well, it looks like I'm going to call it active and anchored, and I kind of added in the dance and fitness studio so people knew what that, what active and anchored was. But I really felt like that was like God just kind of moving me in that direction. And to be honest, even on my website, I have Romans 8:28, which
Right.
is, I think, all works together. So, you can take that in a lot of ways, but I do believe that, this worked out for a reason, and
Yeah.
it's for the community. It's not for me. It's not any of that. It's for the community, and yeah, that's where active and anchor comes from.
That's
So.
awesome. How do you create a welcoming environment for new people and for new and returning students?
I just try to be
For new
friendly
and
and
new.
welcoming, and yeah. I mean, uh, I wish I could be here all the time, and that's what's been hard for me, balancing so much. I'm not here to greet everyone all the time, but my instructors are all amazing, and they just make it such a welcoming place. And as do I, of course, when I'm here, because again, we're excited about what we do, and we're excited to have more people here, like-minded people ready to, just make their lives better and come together. We call it Fit Family, it's a community, and I love
Yeah.
the word community. And I saw this is actually from church, and it said community, and in the middle is you, and you can put that as you, like YOU. So community is all about, you. So yeah, we try to make it welcoming just by, I like bright colors and neon and like just happy vibes. I mean, that's what it's all about. So yeah.
So our friend Chandi is watching
Yes.
from Facebook. I wish she can come on YouTube or even like people write some stuff. So Shandi is a big, big um lover of Erica. You know
And
what
I
I mean?
love
Because
her.
she was talking a lot about you and how you supported her through her journey, which is really amazing to me because some people nowadays they see the person struggle and they don't support or they don't hold their arm to tell them we're here. And Shanti was talking about you and others that you were all there for her. You were supporting her. And again, I have goosebumps. When I went to your studio, I saw all the love there. this community is built for something else, and you did that, Erika, as well. So tell me a little bit more about, the community that you built and how they all came for a fellow instructor in need.
Oh my goodness. Chandy will do anything and everything for anyone. She is one of the most selfless people I know.
Yeah.
And who wouldn't, recognize that and want to show up for someone else, right? And but especially her. She just, gosh, I mean, I think a lot of people know Chandy and how you just love her. We love you, Chandy. So I love that everyone was like so fast to just jump on and be ready. I had no doubt in my mind that it was
Yes.
just amazing. And
So I met Shandy after the event. We were like having coffee, and then I was telling her, like she said, I saw you there, and I was like, oh, it's Carla. I'm like, but I'm nobody. Like what you're talking about? And she's like, you're the mama bear of the whole Zumba community. What the hell you're talking
yeah,
about? I'm like, I don't know that. And she said, nobody ever told you that. Like we are on the other side of because you live a little far. And we know this made me so happy to be recognized like from someone that you never meet, and then they tell you all of this stuff. It means
yeah.
that you're doing something right. And for her to recognize you, and now Susan to say you are always so welcoming. What does it like what does this makes you feel, Erika?
It makes me feel very, I don't know, like I love that. I want to hear that because that is my vibe. That is my hope, that everyone feels welcome, no matter who you are, where you are from, any of the above. We're all in this together, and it means the world to me. It really does mean the world to me that people feel that way. So
We know that we are nice. We know that we are good people, but for others to like come to us and say that to us, it
yeah,
makes us more happy. So people say it more. When you want to say something, just say it. Like
that's a
we
good
don't
point.
know. If you don't say it, we don't know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Like we're
so
open
you
to
are
that.
awesome, Erica. You're awesome. You're awesome. You're awesome.
Oh,
And
sorry.
what you're doing is really amazing. And I cannot tell you how much people like speak highly about you and about the space that you're offering to Zumba instructors so they can do their events there. That's an amazing thing to do.
That means the world to me.
Yes.
Thank
So
you for
go ahead.
thank you for telling me.
Of course. Oh my God. We should always point that. We should always lead with love and respect. That's the most important thing.
And I
Um,
do. I want people to know, open arms. I'll
yes,
do the best that I can, and yeah, I'm ready for it all. Open arms. So
yes. It's nice
thank
to hear that you are making positive impact.
you.
Definitely, 100%. It feels really good because this is part of who we are in this world, and this is why we're here. How do you recruit, train, or retrain instructors who share your values?
So we like to have team meetings. We like to hang out, and it's also on a personal level,
Yes.
on top of just choreographing together and having fun, talking about what new things we might be able to do or what we want to, stick with. And it's really, again, just about that communication and working together.
I love that because this is really important to have the same, challenges or the same values all together under the same roof. So I want to talk a little bit about the pricing, especially that some people cannot access pricing and they have limits resources. And
Mhm.
because you have your own studio and it's not like a big studio like others, how can you handle someone who comes to you and say, I cannot maybe like pay that much. Maybe I can pay that much. Would you be open to negotiate pricing with them for whatever reason they have?
Absolutely. That's an easy answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. I love that, especially nowadays because a lot is going on, especially financially, which is
Hmm.
cuckoo and crazy.
It is.
And it's nice to hear that because you are a small business and you want people to come in and you want to build a family, in my opinion,
Mhm.
not just a business, which is really
Right.
amazing. I
Right.
love it.
I always say I never opened it um, for any money reason. You know, it was all just for the sense of community and having a group
Yes.
fitness place. And yeah, that's the focus. And you know, I always believe like faith. You know, it'll work out. Money is money, but there's so much more than
Comes
that.
and goes. Money will not make the person. It just it comes and goes. It's
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that attitude. Um, how do you teach the joy of dance before the technique?
How do I teach it? I don't know. I'm always smiling, I guess. People always say, how
Yes.
do you smile? How do you smile through the whole class? I'm like, I don't know. I just do. It just happens. It happens when I dance. It happens. So
Are you
I don't
like me? Someone so there's someone who comes to my class. Her husband told her, I think her smile is stuck.
know. Stuck.
Are you someone like me
Yeah.
whose smile is stuck?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's the joy that comes through. I just smile. Or, you know, when I'm doing my hip hop, like I make a lot of faces. So
Oh my God.
I get
I
into it.
want to take pictures
Get
of those
into it.
faces.
Little stank faces, all of that. Yeah. You just gotta let it. It's
So
fun.
I'm gonna say Tina comes to my class and does faces, and she would be like, she became an instructor, and hopefully one day I'm gonna take picture of her
Oh,
doing this stuff.
it's gotta be our
So
profile
do you
picture.
do that too
Love that.
with the hip
Yes.
hop?
Faces all day. Yep, I get into it. I get into it.
Yeah. So Susan is saying our smile is always and the energy is through the roof, which is really amazing to hear too. Thank you, Susan, for being here tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Um, like we all struggle with this question is really important for everybody to hear. We all struggle with our bodies. We struggle with skills, not just our, students, us sometimes.
Mhm.
How do you support students who feel insecure about their bodies or skills?
Open up the conversation and just listen. I think listening goes a long way,
Yeah.
and allowing people that safe space to just talk about it.
Yes.
Talk about things they went through because it's more than just like the moment. It's life and what they've been through and the changes that they've gone through, experiences. And I agree. I think we all have those thoughts about our own selves in whatever way. I think that's important to know for sure because everyone has their own insecurities. And yeah, just lending a listening ear and support, and allowing them to let you know how I can support, in any way that I'm here for that.
I love that because we all need support, and because they support us, to see that we support them, it's so important and fresh.
Mhm.
Did you ever go to ZinCon?
I did.
Oh,
I did.
really? How many times?
Well, I went, it's kind of funny. I went at the very early stages of my Zumba life, which was in 2012 and 2013. And then
Woohoo!
I did not go back until this past ZinCon. So I was there this past summer. It
That's
was that,
amazing. I never did.
no,
I never did.
no,
I couldn't. I couldn't.
no,
And next
no.
year I can't because there's no ZinCon. So maybe
No.
maybe the year
Well,
after.
see, that was kind of my like, that was part of why I went to.
Yeah.
You know, plus like Chandy was really like, girl, you gotta go. And I was
Yes.
like, you're so right, you know? And then one of my other instructors, Tracy, she was going. It was just the time, you know, and a lot of people were going, I was like, all right. Because also next year, like you said, they're not having it. So I was like, all right, more motivation, more reason to go. And I'm really glad I did. I'm really, really glad I did. It's
I'm
first
glad
with
too.
my boys. So that was
Yes.
hard. So
I love that you went with Shandi and you said Shandi as well because she told me that story and that was an amazing story for all of you to go and to be there together so she can have a little like mental health like
like,
time for herself in a way. Uh, Susan is
awesome.
working on me.
Working on going. One
Oh
day.
my God. One day, when I have some moolah, I should go because I'm a ZQueen volunteer, so I should go at some point before they kick me out of being a ZQueen volunteer. I would love
And
to go at some
they
point.
don't make it a requirement though, you know? Yeah, you gotta save up and that's a thing.
I would love to see everybody. I mean, even like if someone comes from my country, I would love to see them there, you know,
Amazing.
because ZinCon brings
Everyone.
everybody together
Yeah.
from all over the world, which is an
Yeah.
amazing, amazing thing to do.
Yeah.
So
It,
yeah, I would love to go one day.
yeah. It's like overwhelming, but a good
Yes.
overwhelming, you
Yeah.
know? Um, and it was just great to take classes again, you know? I loved that. I love being in the back and I just, you know, it's fun.
Yeah. How do you evaluate progress in a way that honors each student's journey?
How do I evaluate their progress?
Yes.
Their confidence, you know, because it's really just about their journey within themselves. So how they feel, that they keep showing up, you
Yeah,
know, like discipline is a hard thing.
it is.
So life gets in the way. And I think it's a hard thing, but it's an important thing. And that's really a good measure, I think, of
Life always gets in the way. I woke up with a with a deflate.
it's like, no, you're not working today. Oh man.
You should see the screw, how big it was. It was ridiculous today. But you
That's
know,
bad.
I'm happy that I didn't even move the car and it happened
That's
there.
yeah. Yeah. It was meant
Talking about life being in the way, that's
it does.
crazy.
It does. Yeah, that is. I can't believe that
It happened. What inspired you to work in early intervention for young children?
I always loved kids. I've always been like the babysitter and you know, all of that. And I don't know, it just clicked at an early age that I loved two things, which was working with kids and families and dance.
Nice.
You know, I thought I wanted to be a kindergarten teacher, and I actually did in college. I did start that, and then I was like, I don't know. It was like a lot. So I had, you know, settled back in Connecticut, and I found a job that was actually more geared towards fitness and dance with
Yes.
kids. And from there, within the same company, the owner comes up and she's like, you also, you know, at the time I was also looking for like, do I want to be a dance teacher in a school system? Do I, you know, I kind of was like, which like, I know I want to work with kids, but I don't know. Well, so after I got this job, she's looking at my resume and she's like, you know, I would like to hire you to be an early intervention
Wow.
teacher. And I was
Nice.
like, really? Because I didn't think they had openings. I actually didn't even know a lot about what birth to 3 was, you know? So that was that. That was in 2010. That was in 2010.
It's crazy. I
Right.
love that. So it came out of nowhere for you.
Yeah,
That's just
the job
amazing.
just it worked out. And it was perfect because it's working not only just with kids, but it's a one-on-one and it's with families.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
go into their homes and yeah, I'm just working closely with the families and their young kids. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I had to bring early intervention to my house because my youngest was diagnosed with autism. So I have a little bit of information about it. So you guys do a lot of good job on helping families and being there for them. That's really an amazing job to do too. It's crazy because I heard a lot of crazy stories about it.
I'm sure.
But yeah, it is
Yeah,
crazy.
it
It
is.
is
It is.
crazy, but yeah,
Yeah.
like we
Right.
know what we're talking about. But it's yeah,
Exactly.
it's so.
Yeah.
What common misconception do families have about early interventions that you want to just
Mhm.
tell everybody about? That
Okay.
it's just
Okay.
misconception.
Okay. Um, we are here to help. We are not here, to call you out or harm or make you feel any certain way. A lot of times,
Yes.
in the area too that I work in, it's, you knock on a door and they're kind of like, who are you? Like, we're not DCF. We just want
Yes.
to help your child, like, get all the milestones and, send
Yes.
you on your way, so I think that that's really it, that we're only here to help and make, and meet them like where their need is. We're
Great.
not like forcing you into it's also like families don't have to do birth to 3. It's all optional. It's
It
just a
is.
service that, yeah, that we're here if your child is delayed in any way, and we just help you along the journey of navigating that. And a lot of resources are shared as well, and every family is so different in needs. And
True.
sometimes it's really just being there, and talking and giving that support, showing them things that they can do to help their child learn and grow and get through this
So,
life.
do you still have this job,
I do.
Erica?
I do. I do.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And I
And
love it.
how do you like detoxify whenever you come? Because I know it's a lot. What
Yeah.
like you guys, what you do is really a lot. How did you detoxify before coming into the house to see your family and sit with your family?
Music. I
Yeah.
blast music. I do try to take just moments of like, okay, deep breath and breathe. I can't say that I'm the best at it. I am not. I will not lie.
No one
Um,
is the best.
I'm a very like hyper go person.
Yeah.
And then I crash, you know what I mean? And then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm done. But yeah, I do try. I music helps me a lot. Music is mood, so choose the right music, right? And that helps a lot. And just learning how I can do better with just like calming my nerves.
Yes,
It's
I
really
know. I know. It
a
can.
long day.
It's emotional. Your job is so emotional as well, and it takes a lot of you, which is really really crazy. I mean, being a teacher, being early intervention with kids, being someone like that, we know how it is. We know how emotional it can be to care
Mhm.
for somebody and for their families in that way. You are in a difficult position. So thank you for everything that you do. That's really important, especially like, listen, guys, early intervention is really important, really, really important. I had it, and because of it, I'm the person I am today with my kids. So, listen,
Thank you.
truly.
Yeah, thank you.
What's a powerful success story from your early intervention work?
Oh man, I just have so many. I love to see just how confident some of the parents grow and
Yes,
navigating this, like, you know, maybe new information or unfamiliar situation, and just the progress that not only the kids make, but it is really a lot also about the parents and helping the parents. There are so many families that I really, like, you get so close to them, and
yes,
I'll talk to so many after so when they turn 3, right, they age out of our program and it's like a little graduation. And I still chat with a lot and just like, hey, how's things going? What's going on? And yeah, so I just love seeing that and how the families just grow, together. and a lot of successful stories with just how great their kids really do, you know? I love that.
Do you put some dance movements with your intervention work?
Totally. The wheels on the bus, we get like a whole thing going, you know?
I love that.
And that, you know, that is part of it. Like I believe in movement, and
Yes.
I think, you know, music and movement and all of that I do. I love to incorporate that because, you know, I mean, Miss Rachel is big, you know, so she's got some dance stuff too, and you know, all of that. So I try to.
Yeah. I want to ask you a question right now about the diversity of participants in your studio. We
Okay.
all have diverse participants in our studio. We all feel sometimes that we have our front row divas, and then the divas behind them, and the divas behind them, and the divas behind them. But there's always some like maybe miscommunication that happened, that they come to you and ask you, I couldn't see, or I couldn't move, or I couldn't do this or that. So how do you foster the belonging among diverse participation? And what strategies do you use to say, okay, maybe next time move to the front, or maybe next time try to find that, like
Wow, I
window
know.
somewhere?
Oh, it can be hard, you know.
Yes.
It can be hard. It can be hard, you know. Sometimes you have to have those hard conversations, you know. But yeah, you just you know, approach with love. But honestly, I mean, I don't know. My members, you know, everyone has their spots. When I'm taking a class, I have my spot, you know. But I think you learn, right? I'm like in the back, by the way, is my spot. I'm like hiding in the back. Everyone knows that. They call me up. I'm like, nope, I'm in the back. I'm good.
Right.
But no, you just, you know, my members are great, and they will move and they'll shift, and then if it is ever a thing, you know, we have a conversation, and you know, it's all
So
good.
tell me
I always think
this.
it's all good. It's all good.
Did you ever have someone standing in someone else's spot and they came in and told them to move?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I would be lying if I said. Yeah.
How did you react to that, Erika? I know we all had this moment in our life.
Absolutely. How do you react? It depends, you know, like if I'm teaching on stage, I hope that I don't have to, you know,
To look at it.
stop teaching I kind of hope that it'll work itself out, but
Yes.
oh man, it's hard. I mean, I don't know. You just got to decide in the moment, like, is this something I need to handle right now, or like, can this be something that they're going to work out and I can deal with it later? So that's yeah.
I know. It's a hard situation, and I don't believe any instructor wants to have to deal with that at all.
Dance battle. I'll just do that next
You
time.
know, right? Dance battle. That would like move them around a lot. So how do you use story telling to strengthen the connection among members?
I'd like to try to have like conversation or just things that I do.
Yes.
So I just had a member appreciation week.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah, so and it was around like right before the like every year I try to do that, particularly like when we reach another year as a milestone together.
I'm stealing that.
Yeah, good. Seal it. So yeah, I try to do membership appreciation week, and like other random like master classes where instructors can get together and we just all try to like, come together, and do special things, even if it's like a random raffle or just something to show appreciation and just to bond members. And I'm really grateful here because everyone just bond so well, you know, and then they, you know, you find your friends, you start talking, oh, go to coffee. So, you know, a lot of members
True.
will just, you know, hang out outside of the studio and find each other as forever friends. And I love that.
I love it too. I mean, for us, it's the connection, like you're saying, that we build with our students. They think we always like change their life in a way or another, but
Yeah.
they don't know that they do change ours at the same time, which is so
Yeah,
important. It's like
absolutely.
back and forth, you know what I mean? So that's so important. Um,
Absolutely.
Erica, what can you tell someone, like an advice would you give someone who wants to build a value-driven business?
Hmm. A value-driven business.
Yes,
I'm always forever trying that I will have that myself. And I, you
yes,
know, and I really just, you know, again, I look at myself and I'm like, okay, what can I do better? Right. And
yes.
I always try to think like being intentional. And I know in my life, I have so much going on that I try my best. And I'm like, you know, I always say, I know I can do better, you know, but you do the best you can as well, right? Like
Yes,
within what you're given and what your boundaries are and what you're able to do. And so I think a lot of it is just being intentional. Yeah. And
I like
being,
it.
yeah, the
Yeah,
best.
that's really cool.
And also
Tell
taking
me.
it, you know, I
Yes,
mean, there's other opinions and just different viewpoints. So I, you know, try
true,
my best always just to.
true. What are your top three goals for the studio in the next 3 years, let's say?
I would love to incorporate some new things, maybe some new classes, and just build that. I know. And also just build, you know, always building on the community. There's a lot of construction going on around here.
I
So
know.
that's battle and a half, and we're still facing it. And the street is almost done, but there's going to be construction like all around us. So, you know, goals within that is just to continue growing through that together is the
Nice.
biggest thing. And yeah, just, you know.
What kind of new classes, Erica, you're trying to bring?
Oh, so I did just
Let's
start.
share the secret on Beyond the BeatZ.
What do I tell? So
Spill the
it's kind
tea.
of more, I know, spill the tea. So it's something I do want to bring back a little bit more, which is ballroom. So I used
Woohoo!
to do a ballroom. I
Yes,
know. I used to teach ballroom. It was great. You know, then you get pregnant and you have twins, and it's just kind of like this is a lot. And then you have two newborns. So
yes.
I had to step back for a little bit from certain things, but ballroom, and I'm not going to say the name of a class that I do want to do because I'm still working on it, but it will be kind of similar to that, but also you know, you won't necessarily need a partner, but you'll be able to just do a bunch of different things within that class, and it might be more of a workshop than you know, than
That's
a
a
like
great thing to bring, Erica. Oh my God, you need to bring
I
your
I love
studio
ballroom.
over down over here,
Closer to
more
you.
closer to me.
Oh man, what a dream to like have multiple ones. That would be a lot.
Oh, why
But
not? Why
yeah, who
not?
knows? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I used to do ballroom as well. So I loved it. I competed randomly. I was like, I'm gonna do this, why not? And it
Wow.
was such a great experience. And I actually was introduced to ballroom in college.
Yes.
Started to learn under someone there in Rhode Island. She's amazing, and that really started my love for ballroom.
Yes.
And I just want to bring that back, you know. And whether it's with partners or not, I think there's so much there that is a great time. So that's one. Kids classes I've been wanting to bring back again. I did do some in the summer. So maybe mommy and me's and things like that. And
Yeah,
yeah,
that would be
a couple
cool.
little
That
things.
would be cool.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
How do you translate a season of struggle into a story of growth?
Mm. Just keep on going. I just think that, you know, it's easy to want to just give up and
Yes.
want to stop. And, you know, I think we all get there. That's with anything, you know, and just continue to remember just your initial why, you know, like, why did I start this? Why am I doing this? Why am I here? You know, all those great
Yes.
questions, and just continuing just to push through and navigate and learn through it, and do your best. Yeah.
That's awesome. Did you ever have to use like a quick cue to bring your class to calm or busy?
Quick cue. I don't know. I don't think so. I just gotta start the music and say, let's go, people. I know. I always say, like, we need more time before and after class just to like talk, you know? And,
Yes.
all that. Like, there always needs to be more time, you know?
My Mondays are a little bit
Oh,
like I can talk. My Wednesdays are like, oh my God, I have to leave. I have a podcast I need to run to.
oh, yeah, yep. Yeah, no, there totally are certain classes that it's like, oh shoot, I gotta get somewhere else, you know?
Yes.
I know. That's always hard. That's
It
always
is hard. It is hard. I would love
Yeah,
to sit and talk, but at times, yeah, it is hard to
I
just sit
know.
and talk because we have like a busy mom life sometimes,
Right,
and you
right.
need to be there
Yeah,
for your kids. It's
yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I try to have I try to do my work, like my births to three work, on the days that I teach. So I'm going from teaching to
Oh,
my other job to home, just so I can have like 2 days off.
yes.
That's like a lot of like, woo, go, go, go. And
But
yeah,
you know what? I feel that our Zumba classes are like happiness in disguise, especially when we come, like, I come from school sometimes in tears, and this particular class will make me feel like happier, if it makes sense.
absolutely.
Does it
Absolutely.
does it do the same to you too?
It does. It does. Even through your struggles, like you were saying,
Yes.
you still show up, you know, and you
Yes.
still smile through, because it's still, yeah, it just totally is the joy that everyone needs in their life. Come to Zumba.
Girl, I taught with a broken foot and a boot. Did you ever do that? Tell me,
No,
please. No one is
no,
as crazy as me.
not.
Come on, Erika.
I have not, girl.
I
That's
kid you
amazing.
not.
I mean, I would, but I hope I don't have to.
No, please
Oh
don't
my
break.
God.
Don't break anything because you cannot sit on the chair like I do. If you're a dancer
No,
like me, I know you would never sit on that chair.
no, nope, not happening. Oh my gosh.
When I see you, I'll tell you the story. It's super funny.
I
We can
hear it.
finish. She was crazy. Susan, Susan would bring the chair. Sit, sit.
She's like following you around, like, sit down. Oh my gosh. Oh
I
my
kid
God.
you
I could
not. I
never
had an
break.
accident. I broke my neck and my arm as well. And I was teaching with vertigos. I
Oh my God.
don't ask me, Erica. I can't. I can't.
You
I
can't, yeah.
can't. The
You
cool
can't
down
stop
was
it.
nuts. I'm crazy.
Man.
Just telling
Well,
you, I'm a crazy person
no,
in a good way.
in a very good way. A very good way. That's that's a story that I
Listen,
cannot wait to hear.
if I can make people laugh for the silliest stuff, like sometimes I make mistakes so I can make
Absolutely.
people laugh. Just
Yeah.
laugh. I have a
Oh,
song
that's
in
the
my
best
class.
medicine. Such a good point. Like, laughing is the best medicine. It's just
Yes,
hold
it's the
on.
best. I have a song in my class. I don't know if you heard it on TikTok. Dummy Younger.
Yes.
I teach it in
Entire class. I love that.
and I look at each and every one, and like we do, grrr. You should see their faces. You
That's the
should see
best.
their faces.
That's what it's
It's such.
about. That is what it's
It
all about.
makes my night. Like this
Yeah.
is what we are built for, to
Yeah.
make a difference. And
Yes.
I love it. I just love it.
That's awesome.
So let's talk a little bit about some like rapid and fun questions before we finish our episode. So
Okay.
describe your perfect morning in 3 words.
Does it have, can it be 2 words?
It's fine with me. 2 words, even 1 word
Okay.
if you want.
Sleep in.
Yes, I second that.
That's it. I just want to
Ye-
sleep in.
Yes, yes, girl, yes. Favorite
Oh.
song to dance to right now?
Ooh. Okay. Forrest Frank. What is that song? I'm like blanking right now. But it's I don't know, it has like a really great vibe, and I actually kind of want to choreograph to it. So
Nice, I like that. How about one food you could never give up?
can it be 2?
Yes.
I'm going for a dessert here, and it would be ice cream.
Oh, yes.
Just leave it ice cream. I was gonna say Oreos because I love Oreos on my ice cream, but yeah, no, I can't. I can't give it up,
Even in winter,
even in winter.
you're my
I'm
girl.
an iced coffee drinker all season as well. Is that
Nice.
weird?
I don't like iced coffee. I like my coffee hot and black,
Okay.
but ice
Yeah.
cream,
Yeah, ice cream all the time.
ice cold water, anything,
Yeah.
even if it's ice cold outside.
Me too. So good. Because then you get a big blanket, and you just snuggle up.
Right? One rule you never break as a parent.
Ooh. Oh man, we're in this like rule breaking stage too.
Yes.
Have you heard that saying? It's like three-nagers,
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's like real. But one rule I never break is, I would say, we are a very affectionate family. So giving hugs and kisses, hello and goodbye.
Yes. I love that. That's me too. Like I don't care how old you are. I want my hug and kiss.
Yes.
Even when
Yes.
they look at me like I don't care.
I don't care. Right.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Favorite way to move beside dance?
Favorite way to move besides dance? Sleeping isn't a movement. I'm just kidding. Oh man.
We can make it a movement and just
I know, can't we? Oh, man. If it's outside of fitness, I would say we enjoy going for walks and
Nice.
hikes. Not hard hikes, but hikes. Being
Yes.
out in nature. Yeah.
One piece of kid advice you wish everyone knew.
Of good advice?
Kid.
Kid? Oh, for kid?
Yeah.
As a parent, I also want to work on this, right? But just reminding them, because being a parent is hard and there's just a lot, but always reminding them that you are proud of them and you love them before, you are like, have to go in with like a correction or a lesson. I think those words are really important for
I agree.
life.
I love that. I love
Mm.
that. What's your go-to dance floor move? Isn't
Oh,
that
man. It's like one of like these, like, I don't know.
the better
Super
shuffle?
birthday, but then it's like the hip hop is like, hey,
Yes.
I did the worst class the other day. Oh my god, I didn't know I was gonna get up from that. That was crazy.
I love it. Best souvenir or keepsake from your teaching journey.
From my teaching journey. Oh, that's tricky. Okay, what's yours? I need to think about this.
Well, I do have some keepsake from a student of mine, and I have it in my bag somewhere.
Oh,
So
okay,
I do have. What I do every single year on Christmas time, I give gifts for all my students.
that's amazing.
And yeah, and I do have honestly, I don't know if I can show it to you because it's on my fridge. So I have kids that they come on the spectrum,
Mhm.
and someone used to call me Carly, and I love her so much. And she have like "Happy Birthday, Carly" for me. It has been on my fridge for almost maybe 5 years now.
Oh, I love
So
that.
this is the best. I can say this is one of the
Yeah,
best keepsakes I do have
that's
on with
really
me.
nice. That
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
I mean, I could say then that I keep, like, if I
yes,
ever get a note or a letter
yes,
or pictures are a great keepsake for me. I love pictures, so
yes.
that's just the moments that we spend together. But yeah, any of those heartfelt like messages, I really appreciate.
I agree 100%. What's the most used emoji?
That I use.
Yes.
Probably the smiley face with the sunglasses.
Cool. Yeah, let's go, Erica.
Yeah, that's my
Love
go-to.
that. What's the last thing that made you laugh out loud?
Oh man, probably something from class tonight. Yeah, we have a lot of good laughs at our hip hop fusion on Friday nights. So definitely something there. But my husband sent. He knows I love animals, so he sent a very very funny video of dogs and their owners, and I was dying. I was on the floor. It was so funny.
I love that. I love something that makes me, giggle,
Yep.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's
That
amazing.
that laugh out loud is just it's so great. Like it's
It is.
yeah. We need to
Agreed. We
laugh
all
more.
need it
Yeah,
sometimes.
absolutely. That laugh out loud moments.
Yes, I
Yeah.
really don't want to finish our episode because you're such an amazing person and we're having so much fun. But I do have a final question for you, Erica. What final encouragement would you give our listeners who doubt their next step?
Ah, it's a long road sometimes to believe in yourself, but you have to keep on looking and the affirmations, which again something I'm working on being better at, but it's all those affirmations and reminders of who you are, and you have to love yourself first, the good, the bad, the ugly, the in between, the everything, and just give yourself grace, but just believe in yourself. I mean, it's as simple as that. I know it's an overused thing, but there's something about why it's used so much. There's truth in that. So.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. So before I wrap up, Erica, can you let everybody know where they can connect with you, whether your classes, social media, any upcoming events that you have? And when you're done, I will share some of the events that we have this weekend as well. I want everyone to follow your journey and feel that Zumba love.
Thank you.
Of
Yeah, so
course.
you can find on Instagram. My personal is at EJRIKA07. So it's EJ Rika, which was a nickname, 07. And then from there, you would find the active and anchored page as well. So it's in my little profile, but it's active underscore and underscore anchored. My number, classes, stop by the studio anytime. We love to have you. You can always text me, message me. It's my personal number is the business number. So you will reach me. It's 203 233-5823. Lots of 2 3s. And yeah, message me, find me, and we'll connect. I'm on Facebook too, if you look up the studio. And then, yeah, some events I have right now, we're just really focusing on our member, group fitness classes. I don't have too many things going on, but I do have a guided meditation coming up. October 11th. We have 3 dates. So October 11th, one in November, and one in December. So that's really nice, especially at the end of the year, right? When we're just like reflecting on like, wow, a whole nother year just went by. We have a hip hop presenter coming. His name is Brian, and he is back for the second time now. It's so much fun. You guys have to come. That's on October 24th. And that's kind of really all that we have coming up. We're going to have more coming up and popping up. So definitely excited for that. I'll be posting some things, and then the new year, I'll be
Yes.
I have like the master classes. I don't know. Well, maybe I'll try to connect with like others in the area, and like I would love to do stuff with more people around here.
So please post all the stuff like in the Zumba, our Zumba Messenger for Connecticut, so people can share, or at least they would know about your upcoming events.
Okay.
Because sometimes people don't go because they have a lot. Like for me, I have almost like 8,000 people on my page, and I cannot like keep up. So it's good to put them in that place. And Josan has been really good of sharing a lot of things around, so maybe he can share your stuff as well in the community, because he did open in New England Instagram and page, and he shares
Okay.
everybody's stuff, which is really important too. That's really
It's so
amazing
cool.
to know.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is like people are trying to connect everything, which is really amazing. That's what the community is all about. So for me, I do have I'm celebrating with a friend of mine. She's going to do the walk for cancer survivors with Keisha. You can see it on my Facebook page. It's going to be Sunday, October 5th in the morning. We're gonna go for the walk and be there for her because she is celebrating. She was asked to dance and to open up the walk, and then we're going back to another event, which is the Dancing for Alzheimer's for Marianne. It's gonna be from 1 to 3:30. It's gonna be 1,000 Elm Street in Rocky Hill, Connecticut. So everybody is welcome for these 2 events. You can see them on my Facebook page as well, you guys. It's good to be there for everybody. Erika, I cannot thank you enough for
Thank you.
being on the show tonight.
Thank you
Um,
for having
of course. And Shandy, thank you so much. You're fabulous yourself too. She just left a message for us right now. And what can I say? I can't say but thank you. That was really an amazing episode with Erika. I cannot like wait to see you face to face yet again because this is really awesome. And just like that, you guys, we have reached the final beat of this week's episode of Beyond the BeatZ. From rhythm to real talk, from sneakers to stories, you showed up, you shared, and you reminded us of what this community is all about: heart, movement, and love without limits. Until next time, keep shining your light, keep dancing like nobody's watching, but always remember that you are making a difference in someone else's life, and keep everybody inspired. Have a good night, everybody.